My God, I hate drugs.
I-report ang mga rebelding estudyante na kontra sa gobyerno. Ito ang utos ng National Youth Commission sa mga kabataang leader sa bansa. Ang hakbang ay layong i-revoke o ipawalang bisa ang mga scholarship ng mga naturang estudyante na mula sa gobyerno. Inatasan ni NYC Chair Ronald Cardema ang Sangguniang Kabataan, Reserve Officers Training Corps o ROTC, Citizen Army Training o CAT at iba pa na isuplong ang lahat ng government scholars na kilalang kaalyado ng rebelding grupong CPP, NPA, NDF. Ayon kay Cardema, maraming government scholars ang nahuli kamakailan lang na miyembro rin ng New People's Army. Nanawagan rin ang opisyal kay Pangulong Duterte na kanselahin ang government scholarships ng mga naturang estudyante. Para naman sa Malacanang, kailangang may sapat na ebidensya laban sa umano'y sangkot na estudyante.
If there is evidence to show that indeed it is a front, then necessarily we have to do something about it. The state will protect itself from any attack, whether superficially, subliminally, or actual. Pero kailangan meron tayong ebidensya. We are not reckless.
And the head of the National Youth Commission wants the scholarship of anti-government students revoked. In a statement, NYC Chairman Ronald Cardema asked officials of the Sangguniang Kabataan, Reserve Officers Training Corps, Citizens Army Training, and other youth leaders to report to the Commission all government scholars known to be anti-government leaders allied with the Communist Party. Cardema explained a number of government scholars were recently discovered to be members of the New People's Army or the armed wing of the Communist Party. He also urged President Duterte to cancel the government scholarship of rebellious students. But presidential spokesman Sal Panelo doubts Mr. Duterte would sign such an order, while he agrees that government should not be funding scholars who fight the state. He says Malacanang cannot simply strip them of their scholarship on mere suspicion that they are leftist.
We are government of laws, not of speculations. Kung sinususpetsahan lang natin, hindi naman po pwede yun. Kailangan meron tayong ebidensya ng mga parte nga sila ng mga grupo na laban sa gobyerno. Kung sila'y sumasama lang sa mga rally, that's right.
Vice President Leni Robredo saddened and worried over the proposal to remove the scholarship of anti-government students. In a press conference in Cebu City, Robredo says the move could curtail the freedom of expression of the youth. Meanwhile, Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara says the proposal would restrain the youth's right to freedom of speech and expression. But on the clarification that Cardema was only referring to scholars who are involved in the armed struggle of the communists, Guevara, in a separate statement, said these students might face criminal liability and sanctions from their schools. Our chief correspondent, P. Ontevero, spoke to National Youth Commission Chair Ronald Cardema earlier. She asked what Cardema thinks about being roundly criticized for his statement.
Tinurit ko na kanina sa Senate yan na hindi ko naman sinabing lahat ng government scholars at lahat na nagpo-protesta ay tanggalan po ng government scholarship. Kinorek ko po 3 hours ago yan sa Senado. And sinabi ko, yun lang pong mga government scholars who are already joining the rebellion, yung mga anti-government na talagang sumasanik na sa New People's Army, ma'am. Kasi nandiyan naman, for example, ang Akbayan Youth, they are anti-Duterte. They even want me to resign. But okay lang yun. Kasi that's part of democracy to voice out, dissent.
Yeah.
Towards
Mr. Cardema, yes, Mr. Cardema, I'm looking at the statement you made, ano? Sa second paragraph, the last last sentence, you say, as chairman of the National Youth Commission, I am requesting President Duterte to issue an EO removing the government scholarships of all anti-government scholars, specifically those students who are allied with the leftist CPP, NPA, NDF. It's very clear here in your own statement, all anti-government scholars.
Yes, ma'am. Pero
What are you saying? This is a typographical error or what?
No,
I mean,
ma'am, pero
it's very clear. You say all anti-government scholars, hindi ba?
But if you read the entire press statement, nakasite yung recent na napatay na government scholars or NPA rebels. That's what I'm the source of that news, and I'm already correcting it now that I'm telling the president to remove the government scholarships of those anti-government scholars na nag-join na po.
Yeah, but Mr. Cardema, whether it's a typographical error or there's a problem with the way you write your statement, there really is a problem here because, like I said, and I did read your entire press statement. All anti-government scholars, it's very clear. And then you say that all anti-government scholars, specifically those students. So when you say all and then specifically, you mean all, and then you just specify who among them should be given special attention.
Yes, ma'am. That's why,
so,
ako po
in other words,
yes, ma'am. I'm the source of that news po, and I'm correcting it now.
Yeah, so,
na nakalagay naman sa other paragraphs na those allied with the New People's Army, ma'am.
President Duterte weighing in on the issue after an event in Malacanang today. Here's what the president said in his own words.
Basta if you espouse, I said, support the NPAs, espouse the destruction of government, I will consider you an enemy.
Attending rallies.
Mere presence of one's crime does not make you liable.
Kung dissent lang, Mayor, expressing dissent lang, hindi rin.
Oh, wala naman kung dissent lang. That you disagree with my move, you disagree or you are not in agreement. You do not find consonance in our decision. Fine. But if you go and say, let us go out, join the NPA, support the NPAs, give food to the NPAs, money to the NPAs, then you espouse the destruction of the duly constituted government.
President Duterte again talking about illegal drugs, this time as he led the ceremonial signing of several laws. Our senior correspondent Ina Andolong joins us from Malacanang to tell us more. Ina, what else did the president say?
Well, Ruth, President Duterte tonight saying he has ordered a harsher drug war in the days to come. Speaking at the ceremonial signing and presentation of new laws here in Malacanang, the president talked about the recent discovery of floating cocaine packages in different provinces. These, he says, are proof that the Sinaloa and Medellin cartels are here in the country. So for drug dealers, whether Mexicans, Filipinos, or Chinese, he said they will be killed. President Duterte earlier said that he doesn't think he can end the drug problem within his term, but now he's saying he's keen on ending the problem under his watch. Now, what exactly does he mean by harsher? Here's the president in his own words.
A war can take many forms. You just read the wars in the news, in the history books.
So is it going to be bloodier?
I think so.
So that's the president saying the drug war could turn bloodier in the coming days. The president also dared alleged drug lord Peter Lim to commit suicide instead of surrendering to him. Lim is in hiding and is facing drug charges for his alleged role in the drug trade in the Visayas. President Duterte said, and I quote, "Do not surrender to me alive." The president says Lim is still active in the drug trade.
Philippines, we do not know that for sure. But the network and the money laundering of Peter Lim is very much alive. So I'm just reiterating my warning again. Na this drug problem is a national security threat.
Sinulog Festival in Cebu. Earlier reports say the victim, 19-year-old Ashley Arad, may have gotten the drugs from her boyfriend. But the president is saying forensic exams showed that the girl herself had the drugs with her and even saved some, supposedly, for her boyfriend. Now, also still related to drugs, the president said he is in favor of having the DILG release the narco list of candidates running in the May 2019 elections. Now, as you mentioned earlier, Ruth, the president said all these during the signing of some new laws, including the Universal Health Care Law. With this, all Filipinos will automatically be given PhilHealth coverage. This means free medical checkups, and access to free medicines for illnesses like hypertension, dialysis, and outpatient cancer treatment. Officials hope this will encourage the poor, especially those living in far-flung areas, to head to health facilities to have themselves checked and prevent any illness from getting worse or catastrophic.